Hello, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. Any questions as to what it is that I do, services that I provide, any information on Patreon, all of that fun stuff down below in the description, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump into your reading. Aries, your song is love songs, and the verse is, "Cause I got patient, but it's wearing thin. No, I am not answering. No, I won't let you in." So, someone or something from the past, whether a situation, a person, whatever it is, way of thinking, whatever, something from the past that wants to come back in, something from the past that wants to forcefully make its presence known. Now, if this is an ex, it's probably somebody that is constantly texting, constantly calling, or kind of randomly shows up at your house. If it's, a certain way of thinking, maybe going into like those negative thinkings, thinking very negatively, and kind of, like those energies or space of like depression, anxiety, all of these things. So anything that you have left behind, anything that you have worked hard on kind of overcoming, wanting to make its presence known, and wanting to make its way back into your life. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to focus our camera attention on the candle. All right. Candle and water. Excuse me. Just want to make sure we're good. Okay. So, again, Aries, trying to stay as much as you can away from allowing yourself to get into that space where you are going to react or retaliate against something from the past, because whatever it is from the past that had a hold on you was something that took a very long time for you to get over. So if it was a person, it took a very long time to get over this person, because you really had a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions, and really wanted this person. You really wanted to grow with this person. This was a person that you really wanted to be a part of your future. And a while back, you realized that this person had to be released, that this person wasn't going to be able to come with you wherever it was that you were going, whether it was emotionally, mentally, spiritually, whatever it was. If it was a certain way of thinking, a certain way of going about things, maybe you used to tend to react without really processing or thinking anything, or maybe you lost a job, and or you left. Feel like some of you left a job, left a place of employment or something, because of the treatment or because of the unfairness within that job or within the people that, your coworkers and things like that. So you left, and now your job is probably like, calling you because they really need you, or if you left a group of friends, whatever it is, there's an energy of something left behind that wants to come back into your present and wants to go forward with you. And the only issue with that is that if you allow this thing, whatever it is, whether it's a person, a situation, a way of thinking, back into your life, you are not going to move forward. You're going to stay stuck. And right now, you're in this space of not wanting to stay stuck for any reason, for anyone. You want to go ahead and continue on moving on with your life. You want to go ahead and continue on building that you feel that you're being led to do. So when it comes to the romantic part of it, if this has to do with somebody that, you decided to break up with, excuse me, or someone that decided to walk out of your life, regardless of the situation, there are going to be a lot of people around you that are going to try and talk you into giving this person another chance, because they don't know the true story, because they don't really know exactly what happened behind closed doors. So during that time, when people are coming towards you and telling you, oh, why don't you give so-and-so another chance? Why don't you go back and this and this and that? You are not entitled to, no, it's not entitled, that's not the word. Well, you are entitled to keep your privacy and not to have to disclose anything, but you are not required, there you go, to explain your choices to anyone. Because again, I feel that there was a lot that happened. There was a lot that this person did towards you. There was a lot of I want to say verbal and physical, not physical, verbal and mental abuse within this relationship. And those were things that happened without other people knowing. Those were things that happened without you disclosing that about or regarding this person. So when people are coming back, people are just seeing the exterior, or people are just seeing what this person is currently going through, and that this person wants you back and is trying to win you back and all of this thing, but they really do not know or understand or have the clarity as to the literally, it feels like you were living in pure hell when it came to this person, because as much as you tried to get ahead while you were with this person kind of always kept on bringing you down, whether it was verbally, emotionally, or mentally. So again, there is a sense of this person's energy is very strong. This person really, really, really wants back in your life, and they're using any means possible. So if they have to reach out to your friends, to your family, to your this, to your that, popping up in places that they know that you're at, or whatever it is, they're doing everything in their power to get you back, because at the moment they feel lost. They feel like they don't know which direction, or if their life has any direction without you, because for so long they were so consumed in keeping you down, in keeping you in a place where you couldn't grow and where you couldn't see yourself. It's like you have broken free of that, and you're comfortable with the choice that you have made. You're comfortable with your decision, because again, that is not a space where you want to be. The drama, the argument, the having to deal with, third party relationships, even if it wasn't another person that they were romantically involved with, but just the drama and the anxiety, the depression, everything that came along with this person and with the people that this person is associated with, whether it's their family, their friends, their co-workers. It just kind of brought, it would kind of like bring your your spirit down, and kind of bring you into a place of just wanting isolation. And when the opportunity presented itself, whether, the person made the choice or you made the choice to separate and everybody goes their own way, there was a lot that you were able to see clearly. And because you got that clarity, because you went ahead and you realized what was actually happening within this connection, you were able to free yourself from it to a certain point. Why to a certain point? Because yet again, the other person, just like yourself, has free will, has choices, and they have yet to realize that you are standing strong in your own choice, and they do not want to lose you. Now, is it that they don't want to lose you because they're still in love with you, or is it that they don't want to lose you because they see the greatness within you and do not want anybody else to see it? So, again, the energy within like this month when it comes to, again, people or things from the past is very, very, very strong. So, just kind of remind yourself as to why. Why did you walk away from this? Excuse me. Why did you walk away from this person? Why did you walk away from this connection? Why did you walk away in general from that entire situation? And as long as you continue to remind yourself as to the why, you'll be able to stay in a place where you're in control of your emotions, you're in control of your actions, and you'll be able to respond without having to, in a way, put this person on blast. Because I feel that this person is going to do that for themselves. This person is going to eventually, throughout the process of them chasing you, throughout the process of them kind of like harassing you, because it is going to feel like harassment for some of you. Some of you may even consider like taking like a protective order against this person, so that they can't come within a certain amount of fee from you, because this person is in a place right now where they're very obsessed with wanting to win you back. They're very obsessed with wanting to have you in their life, and they are not taking no for an answer. So just be mindful of that and be aware of it. We're going to go ahead and we're going to see what the challenge is going to be this month, as far as the wise fox in the reverse. The advice and then the outcome. With that wise fox, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the card in a second. But what I'm sensing with the wise fox in the reverse is the kind of like when this person is moving, coming in very strongly, and you have other people coming in towards you, trying to get you to give in. Let's put it that way. You may have very brief moments where you may actually start to consider it, if that makes sense. But so this is what the card looks like. And then it came out in the reverse, the white fox. So for very brief moments, you know, a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds, you may actually consider or think, you know, of giving this person or this thing from the past a chance to kind of come back in or to see what it is that they have to say. But I feel like because you're going to be reminding yourself as to why you took yourself out of that situation, out of that toxic situation anyways, these moments are not going to be as severe or as strong as they could or as how they were in the past. So even though the challenge is still there, it doesn't really have a hold on you. So the outcome of the process of coming out of this fairly quickly is already there, because you already know the reasons and you have already gotten the clarity. You already know what it is or where it is that you're going, where your life is headed next. So as much as of a challenge, I feel like it's going to come more from people that are going to try to persuade you into going back into that old, you know, either old relationship or old job, old way of thinking, old behaviors, old addictions or whatever. But because you're standing strong in who you are, you're able to kind of get out of that energy fairly quickly. With the advice is the Five of Swords in the reverse, and it's like you're no longer in a space of fighting yourself or blaming yourself or putting yourself as a victim. You are allowing yourself to take the accountability, take the responsibility that you needed to take for how things happen in that situation, again, regardless of whatever the situation is. But you're also not forcefully wanting someone else to take the accountability or wanting to take them to take the responsibility. Instead, you are allowing the person to come to those terms on their own, because you have realized that you cannot force anybody to do anything that they are not ready to do or anything that they're not even willing to do. So kind of continuing in that space of just accepting everything for what it is, acknowledging it, and just forgiving whoever has to be forgiven, forgiving yourself, asking for forgiveness to yourself, and just kind of just letting things just go and leaving the past exactly where it is. So you have already been doing that. And throughout the next month, there is, again, the residual of this that is still trying to stay in your life, that is still trying to pull you back, is the only thing that you're kind of dealing with. And the advice is not that you have to change the way you're doing. It's just to stay consistent in what it is that you're doing. So do not allow this challenge when it comes in regards to other people trying to influence things. Don't allow that to kind of take a hold. You already know what it is that you have to do because you have been doing it. So this is kind of like the end of like a hard road, if that makes any sense. And then the outcome, we have the Hierophant. And it's like anything from the past and anything from that has been left behind will no longer, once you get through this energy, will no longer have any hold on you. It will never feel as strong as it currently might feel at the moment. And people will start to, instead of trying to force you or trying to persuade you to go a different way, people are going to start getting an understanding of where it is that you're coming from. So when you speak, there is going to be like this source, this kind of authority behind it, that when you say no, it's not going to be questioned, and no one is going to be trying to persuade you when it comes to doing things or not revisiting certain things. Alrighty, Aries, that is all that I'm getting for you at the moment. As always, thank you for all the love and support, and I will see you guys back next month. Have a wonderful, beautiful, amazing day. I hope that you guys are all taking care of yourself, and I will see you guys soon. Sending everybody love, strength, and blessing. Bye.